A Woodland owner from Staffordshire is calling for a public inquiry into the way HS2 was allowed to spend millions on buying up land that will no longer be used. The Prime Minister announced this week that Phase 2 of the high-speed railway through the county won't go ahead. Many landowners in Staffordshire have spent the last decade dealing with the impact on their lives and businesses of the original plans. Audrey reports.
This is a bittersweet moment for Edward Cavenagh-mainwaring. Whitmore Wood, near Newcastle-under-Lyme, has been in his family for hundreds of years, but they were forced to sell it to HS2. This week's announcement means the ancient woodland will survive, but Edward wants to know why they were put through such a stressful time.
There should be a public inquiry looking at how these contracts were awarded, how they're monitored. HS2 never had any money, it had your money, and it wasn't well spent. And that needs to be reconciled now, and anyone who is involved in that needs to be scrutinised.
The immediate threat may be over, but there's also no certainty about what will happen to the land HS2 no longer needs.
I'm hoping HS2 asks us to manage it, but I'm assuming we're offered what we call some form of tenancy to do that. Whether we're offered to buy it back, I don't know.
The original HS2 plans had promised to cut journey times from Stafford to London to less than an hour. Now the trains will run on the existing tracks until they hit Birmingham. The decision has angered many business leaders, but it's also come as a major relief to many landowners.
It's not just about the human impact, though. The Wildlife Trust campaigned against the high-speed railway line, warning it risked destruction of vital habitats on a vast scale.
We now want guidance, we want clarity on how these sites are going to be protected long term. We have a target nationally to protect and restore 30% of land by 2030. We don't really know how this now fits in with the government's agenda around securing nature's recovery.
Part of the track would have sliced through Whittington Heath Golf Course near Lichfield. It's been here for more than a century, but HS2 was intended to head straight down the middle of the 9th hole, cut the 18th into two and demolish the historic clubhouse.
We were distraught, but reasonably quickly we recognised that we're not going to be able to stop the change, so we tried our best to embrace it and work as collaboratively as we could.
It's been a 10-year battle for so many people. So recovering from the scars it's left may still take some time. Audrey, BBC Midlands Today, Newcastle-under-Lyme.